Professor, can you just explain the present project which you were into? And ma'am, can you just explain how difficult it was uh, when you were there in Switzerland and also working with the American banks to start the process of financial healing with the employees and the structures?
So this is very important when we think about cooperation, that even before corporate,
Yeah.
sorry. Let's start. Okay. So it is very interesting what you're sharing about corporation, because you need to understand that even before the corporation exists, it is an idea
Yeah.
that came maybe in the family, like two brothers on the farm. And then they started to talk about this. We could do this, we could do that, and then they have an idea, and then they begin to structure this,
Yeah.
to realize this. And one fundamental aspect that we forget when we see a corporation, it is that there's a philosophy deep inside. And it's not just a story about the ups and the downs and everything that happened. That created also, of course, the improvement and the quest of life.
Yes.
We should see a corporation like a universe that experiences itself like a person. A company is like a person, like a country is like a person. Each country...
The micro and the macro models.
That's correct. Each country has a special personality and mentality, with plus and minuses.
Yes.
And the more we evolve as a spiritual being, the more we become the qualities of all the countries.
Adapted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Beautiful.
And we become very universal.
Yes, absolutely.
And we have the refinement of France, then we have the beautiful qualities of India, of the receptivity, the spirituality also that is so beautiful here. And all countries will be like that. And Germany, the structure, the rigor, and one thing we understand that the journey is also to interconnect. And we live at a very special moment right now that is very extraordinary, where all beings, because of internet, it's like even the poor or the rich, they have access to fundamental information.
Yes. They're interconnected.
To know, and they are interconnected. And this is very, very profound. So corporation should be seen as a place that we should learn to become a family. And we have lost this because of the materialistic values that are just there for results and profits. We have forgotten that the human resource of a company is the force that will lead to success. And then future generation, we see that in corporation. They have a skateboard, to go from one office to another. The tech companies have completely shifted and brought a new mentality. And the new generations, they don't want just to work like our grandfathers have done and stay in the same company for 60 years and get a medal at the end and then a photo and a cake. You see, this is over. They are not giving their life to a company. They will stay 60 years if they feel they have found a family.
Right.
And that's why we teach in corporations to new management. We give EQ business class in various countries and universities also. And this is very important to understand this new dynamics, that the new generations are looking for quality life. They're not looking anymore for quantity life. They can even take a lower salary just to get a place where they feel dignity, respect, and they feel good to go every morning. They are not the same. That's why, we talk to many CEOs and government officials, and sometimes they say they don't understand what's happening, because the youth, they don't want to work sometimes. And they shift, they leave their job, and they change like this. 6 months, bye. But they don't understand, they quit because the manager is not a good example. So we need to train management to understand that, okay, your job is to be a dad and a mom.
That's beautiful.
And this is very different.
Parental upbringing.
Instead of just shaking your keys to show off that you have a better car than them, you see, and just the title where you arrive and you look good with your new suit. The new generation, they look this and you look fake. They don't want that. Even the new fashion in advertisement, we used to do Photoshop to put too much lights, and now
the
it's
natural
like
thing is gone.
Yeah.
The natural thing is gone.
Yeah, the new generation, they skip
Filter, all filters.
They give me the raw file.
Yeah,
Give me the TikTok where you have not combed your hair and you talk
no
to
makeup.
me and you say, okay, that's where I am. I don't feel good today. I don't feel good. I feel bad. And they are so happy to look at that because the facade is not broken.
Yes, that's I think the key word. The facade needs to be broken, and post-pandemic world is realizing this.
Yeah.
And you mentioned about quality. I just wanted to mention these. I was reading David Bohm, theoretical physicist, and he mentioned about we too much focus mathematically on the quantity of infinity, but not the quality of infinity, the infinite potential, and that's exactly what you mentioned.
Yes.
The
This is a
qualitative
shift.
aspect of infinite
There is a
potential.
shift now in every sector, and we need to embrace it, and we have no choice.
Yes.
And the pandemic has been 3 years of obligation to meditate. So even those who don't know how to meditate, they have meditated. Maybe they have done a doctorate in Netflix, but at least they have focused on something and trying to understand themselves through maybe a movie, whatever. But this is a big shift, and there's no coincidence why this happened. And now AI is arriving and more in our life, and we're going to see major changes happening. Major changes, and I believe, sincerely believe, that dream intelligence is the next step with symbolic language, and the new generations are dreaming like movie stars right now. It's like, it's very intense. They do TikTok, you know, just to see EQ for 1 minute and say plus, minus, and look at various aspects of life. They program themselves. It's like an AI that tries to understand the world. But the more you do this, the more, of course, your mental health can be affected. And we are going to need to bring spirituality to our new generation. We need to bring them knowledge, and I believe dreams, because they want autonomy. So with dream interpretation, it's no one that is telling you what to do.
Yeah.
It is you with your inner coach
Yes.
that you receive, and that can tell you why you have this problem, or why you should do this and that. And we can learn to question dreams, trigger dreams, receive answers in dreams, like a AI that is doing deep learning on himself.
Your higher self talking to you.
Yeah.
Definitely, we have a school in us.
Yeah.
We don't know how to use it. We don't know how to use our brain capacity.
Absolutely, I completely agree. So, very good, beautiful conversation, and just I wanted to give this, and it just showed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. You are very talented. That's very interesting to see all the symbols. And this is what when I see this beautiful, powerful forces of life that represents, you know, a God like this, in the symbolic meaning, you see that from a human,
Yes.
many symbols
Yes.
starts to exist. And even one thought is a combination of a lot of forces. And we don't know how profound it is a seed. And with time, we have visions, we see symbols, we understand body language, microfacial expression, because we live and breathe symbolic language, even if we don't know.